Okay, so what's happening, people? It's been ages since I uploaded a video to this channel, but I know you've been there sitting, waiting by your phone or your laptop for it to go, you know, have a message pop up to say you got a video from this channel. I know you have. I know you've been waiting. Don't lie. Just don't lie, right? I know you've been waiting. Anyway, I was wondering what should I upload. I thought, let me call this "How to Become 90 Ninja." I probably would get more clicks if I called it "How to Become a 90 Expert." But I thought, let me be different. I'm going to call it "How to Become 90 Ninja." So forget the tech lead, right? Forget the tech lead. This is IT Ninja lead. IT Ninja. That's me. That is me. That's me, alright? Okay, anyway, forget the tech lead. This is me. Okay, so basically, I am going to tell you how to become an IT Ninja. So the first thing you need to do is learn about operating systems. That's the first thing you need to do. Okay. Now, most people, they know one operating system, or if you they might know another operating system. Two probabilities, they know one. So they know they know how to use the Mac, or they know how to use Windows maybe. But there are other operating systems out there. There's like different versions of Linux. There's so many different versions of Linux. Red Hat distributions like CentOS or Fedora or Ubuntu. Um, so anyway, my recommendation is to learn at minimum of three. That's free. Let me fix my ring. Free operating systems. And when I say learn them, I mean go backwards and forwards between each one of these operating systems constantly, like so you know easily how to use each one and you're comfortable with any of these operating systems. Um, so as I said, that's Mac, Windows, and Linux. Swap between them and understand what an operating system is as well. Understand that it is a basically it's an interface between the user and the computer hardware. So it gives you an ability to communicate with the hard drive, the memory, the graphics, sound, all sorts of things, and it is a middleman between you and the computer or hard drive. If it wasn't for the operating system, nothing will happen. It's a whole load of programs basically that are put together, as I said, to allow you to interface between yourself and the hardware. Okay, so exam question, by the way. Anyway, so I would say after you have got comfortable with operating systems, you should learn the basics, basic programming concepts. So what do I mean by that? I mean, so you pick a language, but I'm not going to tell you exactly. Actually, I'm going to tell you what language to pick. But anyway, when you pick the language, right? Understand the basic concepts like statements and conditions and loops and functions and arrays and object orientation and lists. The basic all programming languages have these basic concepts, and if you understand these basic concepts, you will be able to go from one language to another language to another language seamlessly. It does not matter. Don't be fixed on one programming language. Okay, so I would recommend learning a minimum of three programming languages. Let me fix my ring. Three programming languages. An object-orientated one, which is Java, I'd recommend. PHP, which is like a procedural type language, kind of. Slash functional, kind of. JavaScript, functional type language. And then maybe a declarative language as well. So learn about three programming languages so you can be comfortable going backwards and forwards and understanding programming concepts. Okay, so before that, you probably should learn about protocols. You must know about protocols. Everything I'm telling you is not in a specific order, by the way. I'm just saying anything that you should know about. So protocols. What do I mean by protocols? I mean, well, first of all, a protocol is basically like a set of rules that the computer follows for a specific task. So, like, they've got FTP for file transfer protocol. So, it follows these rules to transfer a file. got SCP, which is kind of similar. You got SSH, you got DNS, DHCP, SSL, all these sort of protocols which computers use to communicate with each other. It's good to understand all these. Now, moving on, there's datacom. So datacomms is kind of like data communication. How computer it's kind of goes along the lines of the protocols, but you're understanding how the data communication works, and you know the difference between like a server and a client, and what makes what, and a bit about routing and networking. You know how a packet or a datagram passes through the network and gets to its destination through routing and so forth. It's good to know about. What else do you need to know about to become an IT ninja? I hope you're remembering all of this. Let me think. Security. You need to know about security. You need to know the basics about what a virus is, what Trojan Horse malware. You need to know about ransomware, and all these things are not the same. A lot of people, they think, oh, a virus is a virus. It's all the same thing, but it's not. A virus and a Trojan Horse are two different things. And a malware, they're different things. Like a virus has a specific like pattern, a specific signature of how it behaves. That's what I was looking for. A specific behavior a virus has, and that's what makes it a virus. A Trojan horse has a specific behavior that makes it a Trojan horse. So you have to understand the differences and the context behind these things. So as I was saying, that's about security. I mean, usually people don't bother about security until they have to deal with it. So find out a little bit more. Don't tell you. I am not telling you to go and hack anything, but I'm telling you to be aware of security. So then let's move on. I'm going so fast. I hope you are keeping up. Hardware. Understand about the computer hardware. And I would recommend that you know how to build a computer. You're going to say, why do I need to build a computer? I use a blooming laptop. I don't need to use a computer. But understand it, building a computer from scratch is one of the first major things. Excuse me. One of the major first things that I did that gave me a boost of confidence. Building a computer from scratch is one of the first things that gave me a lot of confidence in using computers, because I, had to understand what pieces I needed to get together to build this thing. Like, you've got the motherboard, the memory, the CPU, the graphics card, the sound card. A lot at that. When I first started building computers, all the things weren't all on the motherboard, so you'd actually have to buy every single piece, shove it together, obviously put it in the case, monitor, keyboard, mouse, understand what they all do and exactly why they do it. So understanding hardware basic concepts, I would say that the next one as well, not in any order, is understanding about databases. Now, databases are a way of storing persistent data. There are other ways of storing persistent data, like storing things on files as well, storing it in the cloud, blah blah blah. But storing it in a database is something that you need to not necessarily understand how to be an architect or construct the database, but to query the database and manipulate the data that's in the database. Because the majority of the time, the database is already there, that is set up. And so not everyone knows how to create the database and structure it, like normalize the database. But if you understand that there's a language that they use to query and manipulate data in a database, which is SQL, structured query language, and is the S structured query language? Anyway, so basically, that's another language I would say it's good to know. And I would say a bit about image processing, or kind of image processing, because you know how to manipulate images. You know how to maybe do desktop publishing, and know about vector graphics and JPEGs, and you can create maybe some logos and do some sort of imagery stuff. There's loads of layers to that, by the way, that you can get really technical and really advanced. And I would say, as well as the visuals, it's good to know a bit about sound and sound manipulation. This is optional, I suppose. You don't really need to know about sound, but understanding the different formats like Wave and MPEG, so MP3 and uh, orgs and there's all different formats in terms of uh, sound as well. So I'm giving you everything in a nutshell in under 10 minutes. This is amazing. Or did I do it in 10 minutes? I don't know. Maybe this is a bit more than 10 minutes. Anyway, so this is how to become an IT ninja. I will upload more videos with more details about all these different subjects. And so like, subscribe, follow, blah, 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 blah. You know, click on the like button if you like this video. And share, and peace.